All right, Shalom. Giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. It's Brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you with another lesson. As you can see on the screen, I have an article. But give me one moment. All right, Salakia. So as you can see on the screen, I got an article, and while it's growing, you probably read it. It says how anger derails team decision making and 5 ways to fix it. I'm not gonna more so it sounds bad, but I'm not gonna more so focus on the 5 ways to fix it. But I'm just gonna show you how anger does alter your decision making. And actually, maybe we may get into how to fix it, but I just wanted to nail the point home how being angry does nothing for you, and really, emotions do nothing for you. I'm gonna say this quote again. I know I said it before, but untamed emotions brings bad performance, or untamed emotions is the enemy of performance. That's what I want to say. Untamed emotions is the enemy of performance. So if you're continually have untamed emotions, you're always sad, depressed, shit. Are you always happy? Okay. You're always excited. Pretty much, that happy. That's a mischievous type individual. The scriptures tell you to beware of a mischievous man, one who always fucking jokes around all the damn time. Okay. That's not always good either. It's annoying at times when you need to be serious. Dudes cracking jokes. Like, what are you doing? Or always being angry. You're ruining the mood. If there is, like a mood of a jovial type state, you got that Debbie fucking Downer who's the elephant in the room. It's like, bro, you can either leave or get out your feelings. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to focus on the angry part and how it can affect your decision making. Okay. So it says how anger derails team decision making and 5 ways to fix it. I'm just going to read some of these tweets. It says, get an angry decision making team together and all hell breaks loose. What does that sound like? Esau. Plain simple as that. Because these niggas is angry. Esau mad as hell right now because he's losing grips on his kingdom. So Esau is the decision making team right now, and you can see it in this last election. Everybody voted off emotion. What's the point of impeaching a president twice? Like, and he only got 10 days left in office. Like, what's really good? You know what I'm saying? Today's the 18th, right? So in 2 more days, the inauguration happens. We'll see what happens, but you're going to impeach this dude when he has 10 days left. What good does that do? First off, because you have the Speaker of the House, an angry white woman. Okay? So, of course, she's going to, Nancy Pelosi, I cannot stand her. But she's going to push to do something that's, like, not necessary, which comes from an angry decision. All right, it says, and all hell breaks loose. Right, all hell is about to break loose due to this dude, Esau, being 38 hot right now. You see? It says bad decision making is almost guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed. In this case, it is guaranteed because we see the individuals who are ruling right now. It says decision making teams can make these steps to defend against anger. Now, this starts off with the word feelings. It says feelings are running high these days. Again, I'm going to mention the election. The election was, the votes of the people were off of pure emotion. I don't like him because he's this, that, and the third, and I feel like he's this, that, and the third. Nothing to do with logic and what's actually really going on. It was just feelings involved. You go to a Black Lives Matter rally and just say the word Trump. Don't even say that you're you support Trump or you just say Trump, you more than likely will get jumped because they feel like that's wrong. You see? And it's off of high emotions and feelings. Therefore, you get riots in the street, looting, and you get what happened in the Capitol that happened 2 weeks ago. All right? It says a search on Google News for the word outrage brings up 4.4 million results. People are mad as hell right now. They're angry. Okay? Therefore, you can see the division in this country. You can see the decisions that are being made. They're terrible. Absolutely terrible. Good on our end, the ones who want to see America go down. Keep on making these terrible decisions, but you could just see it. It says, since emotions are contagious, hey, the real pandemic is emotions, man. You have negative energy, or someone has negative energy, it's going to carry on to one person to another. It's like a virus, and it's hard to get rid of. It says there's a bigger chance of running into angry people at work these days too. It says, and when anger spills over into the workplace, it can cause real damage to team decision making. Now this is going to apply to the team that you're with right now in your prospective cities and states. All right, I'm on the team of the Atlanta squad. Okay, in Georgia. If a brother is bringing that negative energy, it's going to affect the team. Well, let me take that out, because at the end of the day, it will be corrected within the body. It will get the brother out the slump. But let me say, like on a basketball team, the Atlanta Hawks, let me use it in that nature. If you got an individual who comes into the team with some negative nigger-ass attitude, it's going to plant a seed and it's going to spread. You see? Prime example, the Pacers, when Ron Artest used to play on the team. All right? They just had a bad rep because they going into the stands beating the shit out of fans. It was a seed that was planted in that team, and it just spread. You see? That's why they had, back when, as another basketball team, the Detroit Pistons, back when Michael Jordan was playing, that was a team, like, it was a rough and tough team that, didn't give a damn. But they had a seed in there that spread, and once you get on the team, all of a sudden you have that mindset now. It was an angry-ass team when you watch them in history. The history of the NBA. That Pistons team, even though they did win 2 championships, they were an angry-ass team. And some of their decisions didn't get them a long way, I'll tell you that. It says angry leaders are terrible decision makers, and we all are leaders. I don't get from the lowest man to the highest ranking man. We're all leaders, okay? We are leading Israel somewhere good, okay? And we're leading the 1/3 somewhere to be saved. It says normally anger is rare in team decision making at work. According to emotional bias research from Cloverpop Team Decision Making Database, anger only affects about 1 in 50 team decisions in typical business environments. Anger's little cousin, irritated, is more common, right? Annoyance, irritated, those are like gateway drugs, quote unquote, to anger, because there's a certain level of professionalism that you should be keeping in the work environment. Same thing in this truth, because the scriptures talk about how this truth is the profession. Just read Hebrews 3:1. It talks about Yahushua being the high priest of our profession. So you got to be a professional in this. You can't always be mad. Yes, there are times where you get irritated or annoyed, but you got to check that shit as best as possible so it doesn't turn into anger. I'm going to get a precept real quick that I was holding. This is Proverbs chapter 14 and 29. It says, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. Correct. Because of what? If you're slow to wrath, you have sound mind. You're sober in your mind, meaning you're clear. You have a clear state of mind to where you can make a conscious decision of what to do and what not to do. Simple and plain as that. If you have a clear mind, you can make decisions on the go too. And don't have to hesitate about them because of your confidence. But if you're always mad, you're not going to make a clear decision. Because you're more than likely going to be irrational. and rash as hell. You see? That's not the way to go. If you're a man, you always have to have a level mind. Being an individual who is consumed in emotions is not a man. It's a female. It's a woman, straight up. Women are emotional. They are. That's why they're not fit to lead, but to follow. And there's nothing wrong with that. Speaking directly to your women, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just the way of life. The scriptures even say the woman is the weaker vessel. So men, you can't portray yourself as being a weaker vessel by being so caught up in your emotions. That simple. You have to be slow to wrath, slow to anger. Okay? You make an angry decision. Prime example, if you get angry on the highways and byways, you may have missed a chance to edify somebody. And that's on your head. You see? Yes, Esau has made us, upset when we find out the truth. But you learn how to hone in on your spirit and control that. The scriptures talk about that in Proverbs, I want to say. It talks about pretty much one who can't control his spirit is, I think it's in Proverbs 28, man. Let me see. Get that real quick. I want to say it's that. But pretty much it's like, if you don't have control of your spirit, you're like a city without walls. Just paraphrasing, loosely paraphrasing, just for the sake of time. It says, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. Correct. So irritation, like prime example, if you're reading a book in the scripts and you may not understand it, irritation is not the emotion that should set in. And if it does, of course, check that. It's okay not to understand it at a moment. Even that is practicing what is called humility, because it's okay not to understand something. You ask and get the understanding of it. Okay, that's just fine. Don't get irritated at the fact that you may not know it. The Spirit just may not want you to know it yet and reveal it to you in later times through your patience. All right, but don't get so upset at the fact, oh man, I don't understand. This is some bull. Well, it just wasn't meant for you to understand. You see? I'm going to get one more precept here. I'm trying to find it. I think it's in the book of Ecclesiasticus. Bear with me, Babakashai. There it is. This is, let me go to Sirach 10. Sirach 10 in 18, it says, pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. Like, furious anger is something that you should not be practicing. That's not, anything that should be, in your arsenal or in your repertoire. You should not be practicing furious anger because it wasn't even made for us. When you think about it, and especially if you're a man in the truth, when you think about it, who really should be angry or furious? You see what I'm saying? The ultimate creator. Simple. When you look at your creation and it's just being tainted, you be angry at that. You see? Really think about who should, and that's just, the scriptures talk about the anger of the Lord should be put on us. We're not really, when we get upset and whatever about and find out things about Esau, I look at that more as an irritation and an annoyance. We don't really know what true anger is yet. We haven't really experienced what true anger is yet. Wait till the Lord puts a spirit on us to be angry. We're going to need spiritual power to withhold that inside of us. That's when we're going to start going buck crazy, with the spiritual power and actually, being hunters. But right now, it's just an irritation. You know what I'm saying? It's an annoyance. But an irritation and annoyance is something that can be handled and that can be dealt with, if you could say. Therefore, we can easily catch that and make a better decision, if you see what I'm saying. But for the sake of the lesson, man, being angry is not going to get you anywhere. But in a effed up place because you made a stupid decision during a small sliver of time where you could have just calmed down and came to a conclusion and been a man and been logical about something. I'm telling you, emotions can be an enemy, man, or they are. Sometimes you just got to be numb to things. You know what I'm saying? Emotions will get you caught up in stuff. All right? I'm not saying to be a fucking robot, because at the end of the day, it's human nature. We're still in the flesh. You're going to feel certain things. But you got to tame that. And one of the main things is that irritation, that anger. Because we all have to make decisions. And there's a big decision that we have to make coming up soon. How are you to make that decision if you're consistently angry? You have to be of a sound mind. What do you think? You think Kobe Bryant have the ball with 2 seconds left or a second left, and they're down by 2, and he has to make this 3-pointer to win the game, or at least a 2-pointer to tie it? You think he's going to be angry because he's down by 2 and he has to do this? No, he's going to have a sound mind. He's going to have a poker face on. Like, this shit doesn't affect him. It's the same way we have to look at this thing. What is the point of you being angry all the damn... Anger and irritation take a whole bunch of... it takes energy, man. And then you be irritated because you're tired now. Because you've been irritated and angry all fucking day. I'm going to finish a little bit of this. And I'm going to close it out. It says, anger's little cousin, irritated, is more common, but still affects fewer than 1 to 12 decisions. On the bright side, business decision makers are 10 to 20 times more likely to feel hopeful, interested, or curious than they are to feel angry. Right, because you are purpose-minded if you're a professional, okay? You're not going to let little things irritate you and get you all bent out of shape and shit. Because most of the things that get you bent out of shape, they ain't even big deals, man. Like losing a bitch, that ain't no damn big deal. Like getting irritated at work because people talking shit or something. Like, that ain't no big deal. Or you can't pay a bill. That ain't a big damn deal, man. A lot of the things we deal with on a day-to-day basis ain't a big deal, and it's not something that really should be tickling your fancy or whatever. You don't know what to say. Getting you all worked out and bent out of shape. Fuck it. Especially if you know this. We know we are staying on a purpose. We're staying on a path. If I can't pay a bill, Jake loved to say this. But did you die though? You can't pay your bill. You 3 weeks late on paying a bill, but did you die though? That's how Jake. Sometimes you got to look at it. It was like, bro, but are you still here? Like, fuck that bill, man. If your lights gotta go off, fuck it. Your lights gotta go the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it. Then you gotta make a decision there. What's your next step? Of course, pray to the Lord and He'll guide you. That's what the scriptures say. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. It's 2 chapters over. I've been bringing this precept out a lot. Proverbs 16:3, it says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and thy thoughts shall be established." You continue to, you may be going through your straits, but according to Hebrews 12, it's the chastisement that the Lord's putting you through to mold you into somebody that He knows you could be. He may put you through something because He knows emotions get onto you. And then you start learning how to be numb to shit. And then He does it again to see if you learn. And then you did. Next thing you know, that's Him establishing your thoughts because you committed your works unto the Lord. Simple. There's a lot of things in life that shouldn't really be bending you out of shape or getting you irritating. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. And one big thing, man, arguing. Being in an argumentative, what is it, being an argumentative, spirit or whatever, that's a form of you always being in your emotions. Because you always got some type of fucking rebuttal or something instead of actually intaking it, listening, and being logical and understanding it. Sometimes you don't have to say things, certain things. Oh, I disagree with that. Or, well, I think, or, well, I'm not gonna. Whatever, bro. How about you sometimes take things with a grain of salt? Just hear it. It may not even apply to you. Be numb. Or if it does apply to you, you still don't got to say nothing. Just apply it to your life. Scriptures say what? Don't let your left hand know what your right is doing. That's a form of secrecy. You see? Not every time you got to open your mouth and say something because you got some type of rebuttal because you're argumentative. And that's quite frankly annoying, which is an untamed emotion. Sometimes you just got to just be, fuck it. Let faith kick in. And once your faith kicks in, the scriptures teach you how to be a man too. All right? But the point of the matter is, your decision making shouldn't come off of anger. It should come off a sound mind. And this is Forbes. We're reading out of Forbes.com. And usually Forbes is talking about money. You make good decisions could get you financial growth. Straight up. We're reading out of Forbes. Rappers, I'm on the Forbes list. Meaning these are the top paid people. You think these top paid people, fucking Elon Musk and Bill Gates, were consistently angry? No. They had their losses, they had their wins. But when they lost, you think they got mad at it? No. And even me, my mindset, if I lose, I don't see that as losing. To the naked eye, it looks like losing. But I see that I win. I win all day, every day. I win. Even if it looks like a loss to the naked eye, because I gained the wisdom from that. It was a learning lesson. So I win. I become more wise. And if I did do the right thing, it's going to benefit me carnally and spiritually. So I win there. That's a double win. You see? Man, don't make a decision when you're angry, man. Man, I've learned from that just in my life. I don't want to get into the details, but shit, I'm pretty sure we all have. I'm just here to reiterate it, So Lord willing, this was edifying, and we give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Achakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruits. Brother Koch, until the next time. Shalom.